it's Jessii Vee, and what? I still can't believe this is real. But I just wanted to say before I get into this video that, oh my gosh, all of your responses to the video that I posted on Monday was insane. You guys were crying, you were congratulating me. It was just such an emotional, like, last 2 days even, because so many of you guys have been with me since I started YouTube, so for you to see, like, Ty propose and to see me get engaged, it was really special for you guys, and it was so special for me to hear from you guys. My mom is calling me, I'm sorry. I just interrupted my whole speech here. Hello? You're on the phone with me as I'm filming.
Hi, everybody.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. She's like, you're filming? Like, right now? And I'm like, right now. Okay, so yeah, what was I saying? Thank you so much for all of your response on that video, and I'm so excited. I can't express how excited I am. But yeah, before we get into today's video, I have 2 announcements. The first one is that my family and I created this group on Instagram called Yana_group. I will link it down below, but it's basically an Instagram dedicated to, like, inspirational posts and pictures. It's more meant for students, like, whether you're in elementary school, high school, college, university. It's just inspirational quotes that get you through the year. So if you want some positivity on your timeline, definitely check out Yana. It's just something that we're doing in our spare time. It's not a sponsored thing. We're not making money. It's just for you guys. So I will link the Yana group down below. Give it a follow. Check it out. And the other really exciting announcement is, so you guys know that I'm going on a huge US tour starting in 2019. So that is definitely happening. I'm going to be announcing everything like ticket sales and where I'm going probably really soon. But before I do my 2019 tour, I'm actually making a stop in North Carolina at the beginning of November. It's not a part of this huge tour. It's completely separate. I have family who live in North Carolina, so they're hosting an event in North Carolina at the beginning of November, and they're inviting me to this event, so I'm gonna be a guest there. I'm gonna be able to meet you guys, and so tickets aren't out just yet, but like they're literally days away. So when tickets come out, I'll definitely let you guys know. I'll give you the exact dates, times, places, everything you need to know if you live in North Carolina or if you live around North Carolina. So just stay tuned for that. This is just like a preview. It's a warning that it's coming out soon. But yeah, I am going to a bunch of other places with the tour company in 2019. So this is like a separate thing before the tour. Do you know what? Do you get what I'm saying? Anyways, now that we've had 1,000,001 announcements, today I'm going to be talking about a very scary but intriguing place. So I don't know if you guys remember, but back in probably 2016, I started a whole series where I talked about different haunted places in the world, whether that was a hotel, just a haunted house, or mansion, and each video I'm losing my voice. In each video, I talked about a separate place, and I don't know why I stopped that series. I was so intrigued by that. You guys really seemed to like that. So today we're talking about a very haunted location. And what's different about today's video is that I'm actually planning on going there, and it's not gonna be like soon or anything, but I am hoping that in the next 2 years, I will go there for sure. I've started this list of all the haunted places that I want to go to and travel to, and this is like number 1. So I thought that I would make this video for you today since I'm planning on going there. It's like a pre-video to actually going, and that way you guys know all about it, you know the history, you know all the scary stories that happen there before I go. You know what I mean? So this place is called the Mermaid Inn, and it's in Britain. And can you see why I was so attracted to the name of this place? And what's crazy is that the Mermaid Inn sounds so nice, it sounds so magical and beautiful, it sounds like a wonderful place that you want to be, you know? But then I started reading further and found out that it is the oldest and most haunted hotel and even like building in Britain, which is just crazy to me because Mermaid Inn and ghosts just don't seem to like mesh, you know what I mean? And when you guys hear when this place was built, you're gonna be shooketh, because I think every haunted hotel that I've been to, I think like the oldest one was probably in the 1800s. I've never been to a haunted hotel that's been older than that. This place, guys, was built in 1156. What? I didn't even know they were buildings that were still standing that are that old. Like, I thought they would just sort of crumble and disintegrate into dust and blow away. But no, the actual cellars in this hotel were built in 1156. And then the building on top of that was rebuilt in 1420. So I mean, there is a lot of history there. It is extremely old. And as you guys know, with old places come old spirits. So I'm looking at my notes here because I don't memorize all this information. But apparently this place is haunted by 5 different ghosts. And it says that's at the minimum. So there could be more, but they know for sure there are 5 separate entities at this place. So there are a ton of different stories of guests that have seen things in their rooms. And so I'm gonna tell you some of those stories today. But I mean, the outside of this place is absolutely gorgeous. Like the road it's on looks like something out of a fairy tale. I cannot wait to actually go here. It might be in like 2 years, but it's gonna be soon because 2 years is still soon. It's not like I'm going in 10 years. It's, you know, it's relatively soon. Because I know 2019 is gonna be the whole US tour, and then hopefully 2020 will be like the Everywhere Else tour, you know? And while I'm on that tour, I'm going to the Mermaid Inn. So before I get into these stories, it's crazy because there are 31 unique rooms in this hotel. So you know when you go to like a hotel, every room is basically the same layout, it looks the same. Well, every single room in this hotel is totally different. It's like a totally different bedroom, decor, furniture, everything is different in each room. It says all the beds are carved out of wood. There are secret stairways concealed behind bookcases, okay? This is like something out of a medieval movie. Oak wood paneling, stone fireplaces in the rooms. Like, I feel like the minute you step in this place, you're going back in time. But yeah, apparently the architecture and the construction is just beautiful. So let's start with the most disturbing paranormal event that happened at this hotel. Basically, a lot of the staff at this place noticed there were spirits and they were all very scared and confused as to why there was so much paranormal activity going on. So they decided to invite over a medium to their hotel because mediums, you know, they can contact the spirit world. And this next part really freaked me out to read and you'll find out why. And my neighbors are watching me through my window again. Why is it always when I'm filming with the windows open, like people just stand outside my house like, so what are you doing in there? It's so awkward because I have to like continue talking and filming and pretend they're not actually staring into my soul. Okay, so basically all these staff members invited over a medium and they decided to have a seance. And a lot of the staff members were skeptical, even though they experienced stuff in the hotel, they were still like, oh, maybe there's logical explanations. So there were some staff members that were like, yeah, I totally believe this. And there were some other ones that were like, no, this is not real at all. But the medium was like, no, let's have a seance and I'll show you that all this stuff that's happening is paranormal. And this medium, it says that he's a gentleman. He warned all the staff members that as they were doing the seance, his face might start to change. And that is like so messed up to me because he said that a spirit would be able to speak through him, and while that's happening, his face would start to morph to look more like the spirit's face did. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's some scary stuff. So they began to do this, and within a matter of minutes, his face began to distort and appear to grow much larger on one side. Now, I have heard of stuff like this happening, and this is definitely why I would never take part in any of this sort of thing or be in the room or even like near it at all. I'm totally cool with the whole paranormal world and spirits and like investigating, but like there's a point where I don't want to literally like do a seance. Anyways, the staff looked at this happening and they were so amazed they couldn't believe it. And he began communicating with this ghost that was in the corner of the room. And so he told all the staff members, he's like, okay, there is a spirit in that corner of the room over there. I want everyone to stand up and go walk over closer to the spirit. And as they approached this spirit, they noticed an extreme drop in the temperature of the room. He then told each of them one by one to hold out their arm where the spirit was supposed to be. And basically when they did this, they watched this part of their arm disappear as it went through the spirit. And everyone was in disbelief. Like obviously they believed what was happening, but they couldn't believe that it actually was, you know what I mean? And there are videos on YouTube that you guys can look up. I can't show you the videos in this video because like that's copyright material, but if you look up Mermaid Inn, there are a lot of interviews with staff where they talk about this particular seance and like they can't believe it. This next one is like so crazy to me. I don't even know what you guys are gonna think about this one, but it's apparently the most dramatic story that anyone's ever been told at this hotel. Yeah. So it says the most dramatic event involved the spirits of two men having a duel in room 16. It says this lady who was sleeping in the room woke up in the middle of the night to hear clashing of steel and saw two men in old-time outfits fighting each other in the middle of her room, right in front of her bed. One of the men thrust his sword through the other one, and right in that instant they both disappeared through the wall. So like she watched this whole drawn out fight between these two spirits, one of them won, and then they just disappeared. And I hear about this sort of thing all the time where people are shown flashbacks of how spirits died or certain events, and it's crazy how she could actually hear the clashing of the swords. But anyways, apparently in room 17, there is a spirit that loves an old chair that is in that room, and that is also common for me to hear. If you guys remember when Brittany 44, Jonathan, and me and Mandy went to Inn at the Falls, there was apparently that lady spirit who sat by the chair by the window. It's common for spirits to latch on to like objects or pieces of furniture that reminds them of when they were alive. So anyways, this room 17 with the chair is named the Kingsmill after Thomas Kingsmill, and he was a Hawkhurst smuggler who inhabited the inn. So there's some history for you. This room is haunted by a female spirit who's said to favor an old rocking chair in the corner of the room. Guests will see it begin rocking in the middle of the night. Okay, something about rocking chairs. I have seen way too many horror movies with rocking chairs. Don't like them, will never have one. Oh, this is crazy. It says that the incessant rocking of this chair disturbed so many guests that the chair had to eventually be removed. Wow. So this is where it kind of closes off. It says, guests at the Mermaid still continue to report strange and unexplained things going on, including bizarre flashes of light, and on one instance, the dramatic appearance of a gentleman in old-fashioned attire sitting at the end of a guest's bed. And employees have also been subject to mysterious occurrences. One member of staff was tending the fire when all the bottles from the shelf opposite suddenly crashed onto the floor. They were so disturbed by this incident that he resigned and left and never came back. But after like reading about all this, I was so intrigued and just wanted to go there even more. It'd be so cool if I could take like Brittany 44, my sister, and Jonathan with me, and that'd be like a whole like dream team investigation there. But obviously it's hard to get everyone to go to Britain since we're not from Britain. But yeah, hopefully you guys can wait a year or two for me to go there. I mean, time flies. Time flies. Not that we want time to fly, but it really does. But yeah, I'm seriously gonna start making a list of all the places that I want to go to, and if you guys like this sort of video where I tell you about the haunted hotel before I go, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know, and just if you like this sort of series, because I can do way more of these when my Halloween videos start, and they're starting soon, by the way, probably next week, so this might be the last week of this backdrop, so take a long look at it, guys, because it's gonna be gone soon. Anyways, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!